So I want to talk very briefly about networking. I believe there's a misunderstanding about networking and what networking is. And if you want to boil down networking to one sentence, a one sentence definition, it's connecting with other people. That's it. It's that simple. Networking is connecting with other people. And so there are several key elements I want to cover about networking that people do misunderstand. So the first key element that I want to talk about is who you connect with. A lot of people, when they look to go out and network, they see someone and they don't believe that that individual can really help them. So the first thing I want you to understand is it's not really about that individual person. It's about their sphere of influence. It's about who they know. That's the beauty about connecting with people in networking, is you're connecting spheres of influence. It's not just about that one individual, but it's about who they know. And I'll give you a good example. Years ago, I was marketing in the senior care industry, and I was marketing home care services. So I was doing a lot of networking, and one area of people that I was really connecting with are professionals in the home health industry. So I was in home care, they were in home health, and we were not competitive. We were not competitors. But did these individuals, these professionals, need our services? No, they didn't need our services. They weren't seniors. They don't need senior care services. However, the reason why I connected with them is it's not only who they as professionals are, it's who their sphere of influence. It's who they knew. These people knew doctors, they knew discharge planners. They had a whole sphere of influence that I didn't have access to except through them. So I use that to my advantage of connecting and networking with these professionals to be able to open up more doorways, if you will, for the services I was marketing. The second key element that I believe a lot of people misunderstand is it's one-sided. Okay, networking is a give and take. It's not just what can you get out of this individual, this person. And I give you a good example of this as well. I've attended many networking events, and inevitably there's always one or two people that they just come to sell you their stuff. They just come to sell, to try to sell you their service, whatever products they have. They're not really there to give and take. They're just there to take. Okay, networking is all about giving and taking. So a lot of times it's not just about us getting something from the individual. We're going to have to give as well. And it could be giving access to our sphere of influence. It could be giving access to our network. Okay, it could be giving advice, whatever it is. So it's a give and take. There's no hierarchy. Okay, it's we're all on the same level. The third key element that I want to talk about is a big one, and it's relationships. I love LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn all the time because it's a networking platform and it's designed for networking. But it's very funny that as soon as there are people that I connect with, and as soon as I connect with them, what happens? The first message I get is they just throw up their spiel. They throw up their elevator, their pitch to me. They don't develop any relationship. They don't know who I am. They don't know anything about me. They try to sell me small business loans. They try to sell me whatever, and I'm an independent business owner. I'm self-employed. It's just my wife and myself. I don't need health care for lots of employees. They don't even do any research. But it's about developing that relationship. Networking is about developing relationships, and in that relationship that you develop, trust is also developed, because you need to have them trust you. If they're going to introduce you to other people, their sphere of influence, they have to be able to trust you. Okay, so trust does take time. We all have networks, and it's not a bad word. We all develop networks. We could have a network of family members. We could have a network of friends. And of course, we can have a business network, a network of colleagues, a network in our business atmosphere. So networks are all around us. And if we take these three key elements to heart and really practice those three things, one is looking at someone not just as who they are and ignoring them, but being able to look at them as a doorway to other people. That's part of a network. And believe me, they probably look at you the same way. That's not a negative thing. Second, it's to develop that give and take relationship, to be able to help some other people and just don't go silent. Okay, if they need an introduction, if they need something, you help them. And then that goes into the third element, which is developing that relationship. Okay, so that's about networking. That it's just connecting with other people. It's that simple. Hey, speaking of which, I am on LinkedIn. Look me up, and love to have you as a new connection. And remember, I always say, if you change your thinking, you change your life.